Hey guys, Bushmaster Trapper 1 here, and I'm gonna do another video. This one, is just something that I figure I should do. It's just, I'm gonna take a little bit of time just to, remember 9/11. I am 14 now. At the time that, the Twin Towers were hit, and the plane crashed into the Pentagon and then a field. A field. I was only 2 years old, so I do not personally remember that. But I know people who do remember it, and it is still a day, a horrible time in American history, where time just stopped for a day, or two, or three. Before that, we had only had one day that had ever lived in infamy in United States history, and that was the attack of Pearl Harbor. And now we have had 2 days in American history that will forever live in infamy. I just wanted to take some time to make this video, just saying that people should remember those who died in the towers, people who died in the Pentagon, people who died saving the White House and the Capitol, people who died who were rescue responders, people who died who weren't rescue responders but decided that they were going to risk their lives to save the people who had survived. And I'm going to officially take 10 seconds of silence just to commemorate that, starting now. If anyone else participated in that moment of silence for that 10 seconds, even though I cannot see you or thank you personally, I would like to say thank you. I do remember that soon afterwards my father left for a year and a half because he was in the Army. And he was specifically in a group that they weren't told where they were going to be sent, to Afghanistan, to Iraq, to Guantanamo Bay, and he was probably a day off, and his group was probably a day off from being sent to Afghanistan, because they were going to go to Afghanistan. My dad later told me that he later found out, but their plane stalled, and their plane stalled, and in that time, another group took their place with a different plane. So my dad ended up going to Guantanamo Bay, which was filling very rapidly. My father served 16 years in the military, and he actually got out. When he got out a few years later, his group, which was a 303 MP, he was an MP, they were sent to Afghanistan. So he'd always wanted to serve his 20 years in the military and retire. But my mother was scared they would get sent, and she made him leave. So, but still, I am glad that he did leave, because I may not be with my father right now if he had not. So, but 9/11 did affect me. because I had to live a year without my father, and that was sad. But I still will always respect my father for doing that. But anyway, back to 9/11. 9/11 was just a horrible, tragic time, and I do think that everyone should, even if they can't remember it, even if they didn't know anyone personally who died, I think that they should have the utmost respect for the people who did die. Thirdly, I came up with an idea today, and it would be a custom knife set of 3 and what would be done is, to commemorate 9/11, is the 3 knives would be created from the rubble. The first one would be a fixed blade fighting knife made from the rubble of of the Pentagon, symbolizing the fact that it was a military base. Secondly, a fixed blade rescue knife made from the debris, completely from the debris of the Twin Towers. Maybe get some materials for the handle from one of the Twin Towers and materials for the blade out of the other, and have that be a rescue knife to symbolize all the efforts of everyone who helped to save people who were inside of that tower, of those towers. And thirdly, a folding knife. I've thought of this for a while, and it would be a 6-bladed Stockman, symbolizing, with the many blades, symbolizing the many people on board that plane that had to work together to fight off the terrorists and send that plane, killing themselves to save maybe thousands of others into that Pennsylvania field. That's my idea. I think it would be an amazing gift for a knife maker to give to, just to commemorate all of it. And if I've always thought it would be cool to become a custom knife maker. Maybe if I ever do that, I will. But anyway, this is just to remember everyone who died, and the second day in U.S. history that will forever live in infamy. So, my American friends, and even my not-so-American, and even my YouTube, and even the people on YouTube who are watching this who are not from America, I just hope that you will give a moment to think about everyone who died, and remember, 9/11, never forget.